Oh, why are you hiding? Why are you hiding, huh? Come here. Come here. Come here, little dad's close. Come here. Come here. Good girl. Why'd you run? Did you hear something? Did you get scared?
Recording in progress.
What? Hey everyone, good morning, good morning. Having some technical difficulties here. About to just take my computer outside and shoot it. Give me a second here. Camera's working now. Perfect. Nothing wanted to work out for me this morning. Alright, let's get everything rocking.
Before you walk them two are about to fight. I can't keep my cool.
Alright. What we got on gold here? Gold gonna make a move up. Oh wow. These are big candles here. $40 pips stop loss. Now, I've taken entries on things like this so many times in the past. Stop loss is massive though.
Good morning.
Hey, what's going on, brother? How you doing?
Today London session was very amazing.
How was London session going?
Yeah, very amazing though. Awesome.
Oh, it worked out good for you? Good.
Yeah, I took US short trades, 2 trades in sale, 2 trades in buy,
Nice.
10, 15 pips, 20 pips, call it a day.
Nice. Good work. Good work.
What's good, Mike?
How's it going? How's it going? Good morning.
Yeah, good, bro. I just jumped on for a little bit because I'm going to go to the gym, but I thought I'd come on the Zoom. Since you've done the Zoom, good to see.
Yeah, we tried it yesterday. It seemed to work out fine, so I'm gonna continue doing them.
Yeah. Do you know what? I can see your charts a lot clearer on Zoom as well.
Yeah. It loads a lot better. With the live streams, like the latency is a little delayed, and like if you want it to be fast, it's like super unclear.
Yeah. Are you looking at sales maybe on DJ at the moment? With resistance made at the top here.
Yeah, I think sells would be good here. I mean, just on first thought, like we came down, we made a low. Looks like we're coming to make that resistance here, and then we can go retest the support and continue further. So, yeah, no, that's what looks good to me, at least here from just the first looks.
I missed. Do you know where I was going to take DJ this morning? During my session, it was kind of right at the top. You go kind of
Up here.
Yeah, just there. So you've got the pattern there. So you've got bearish candle, small bullish with no wick, with rejection, and I was going to take it there. And I just hesitated, and then looking at the move there, it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what happened to me yesterday during New York session. I had like this huge drop like marked up right here. I was looking at this, and we were looking at all these rejections happening, and I was like, man, as soon as a candle closes below this support right here, I'm taking sell. I don't even care. Like, there's so many rejections. I was like, I don't care about these supports, And then it happened, but there was no top wick. It just broke the low immediately and just fell like 100 pips. I was just like, fuck.
That's deep.
Yeah.
All good. I just keep telling myself these opportunities come almost daily, so just try not to stress about it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, the key is that the trades are being identified, so catching them is just the next step, so it's all good.
Yeah, I've noticed during the London session a lot of the volume is coming in kind of after London Open, which is unusual. And it happened a couple of days ago, and I was like, okay, I'm going to wait for that. 9 o'clock my time is going to happen after, and then I just moved away from the chart, thinking I'll come back and something will happen, and missed the whole move. So,
Yeah, it happens for sure. Yeah, this too on gold looks pretty good too, honestly. The downfall is the 15-minute candles are pretty big here, so it's going to be like a 40 pip stop loss if you do previous candle.
yeah. Would you look to take GJ? Because I was looking to maybe wait for this 15 minutes to close, and then maybe take on the break of the low. But again, it's quite a big stop. It's about 40 pips stop.
Yeah, I was just looking at this like potentially taking an impulse entry as the previous low is broken. But the problem with this is, I think, is that the low is already broken here. This previous candle broke the highs and the lows, but now that I'm thinking about it, this candle has respected the previous candle's highs, so I think it would be valid to take an entry as it breaks the low there. But yeah, it's the same thing though. It's 49 pips to the top, so
Yeah, it's a big stop, isn't it?
yeah, candles are pretty large here.
Might, I'm going to wait for 15-minute close, I think, and then take from the break of the low of the current candle if it does. But I might go in at 50% risk. Maybe try and risk manage.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea. Because I mean, we are in a downward trend here, you know, so price is moving bearish.
Yeah. The only thing sometimes that catches me out is during New York, there's sometimes a bit of a correction, isn't it?
Yeah, we have seen that in the past couple of days. Yeah, either a continuation or a correction.
Yeah. I think this fundamentally should be a continuation because we had some GDP news this morning for the UK and it's kind of heading towards a recession. So that's what I was waiting for, some downward momentum. And that's what we had. So it wouldn't make sense fundamentally to continue bullish, but
Yeah. Sorry, my MT5's going wild. I just opened it.
I had to find out to try and stop those noises because they used to wind me up.
Yeah, they're pretty annoying. How'd you find out? Did you figure it out?
Yeah, I think it's like I had to go in properties and then it was it was like on the events. If you find the events tab on settings and then I unclicked the I'll find it again now. Yeah, so I went tools, options, and then it was events, and then I think I just unclicked enable sound events.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that did it, because I think every time there was like a news event or something, it used to just ping off and sounded like a bloody Nintendo game.
Yeah. Yeah, I just turned it off, so we'll see if that helps.
Yeah, Zooms are way better.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, it's
You live on YouTube as well?
yeah, I still have it running on YouTube too.
Nice. So your channel's growing good, man. It's good stuff.
Yeah, bro, it's pretty wild, man. It's almost 500 subscribers now. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is cool. Well done.
But yeah, we do have quite a few bank closures today. We got CAD bank closed, USD bank closed, Euro bank closed. So that could, you know, traditionally that usually says that we're going to have lower volume. However, you know, the the charts are telling us different because the candlesticks are pretty huge here. So we'll see, but yeah, I mean, GJ looks like it's going to continue to fall. This 4 hour has a pretty strong rejection, but based on daily candle, there's a lot of room in the range to fill. So we'll have to see here.
Gonna wait another 15-20 minutes to see what happens with DJ, and then we're gonna shoot to the gym.
Right on. Yeah, with how this 30-minute candle is looking right now, I mean, we could really see price move either direction. You know, this kind of looks like a setup to continue to correct this move, honestly. If it closes weak like this, weak bearish. Pretty much what I've seen from this in the past is whatever breaks is going to continue. Like if this candle closes the way it looks now, if the next candle respects the low and breaks the high, it's going to move as a correction. But if it breaks the lows, then it's probably going to continue to fill this range on 15 minute, which it looks a lot better on 15 minute. 30 minute, it's like a nice wick fill.
You could almost set buy stops themselves, but yeah, like a loser then.
Right, right.
Yeah, it looks like it could maybe finish off a bit of a doji.
Yeah. Yeah, it's also going to be the hourly close too. So if we have a weak bullish hourly close, then I tend to favor the sells, I think. But I mean, if it's going to be a counter trend trade, I'll probably want to see the bullish candle close, you know. So like if the next candle breaks the highs, probably won't take an impulse entry there, because there is a chance that it could close bearish.
Yeah.
No, these are my favorite setups.
For sells or buys?
Buys. When previous candle highs break, then I took the trade. And normally 15 and 20 pips. Normally. So
Yeah.
Like impulse entry.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Today I took two trades in gold, same setups in buys.
Yeah, because we can, if this candle closes the way it is, we can even look at this as like it's like a break and retest. You know, we had the support formed and then came up and closed above here.
I really love this setup.
Yeah, it looks good with this weak bearish close.
Yeah. Now we have morning star also.
Yeah, and we're creating the bottom wick first. It looks like, yeah, this should play out good for buys, I think. I think you are right.
This is 15 minutes or 30 minutes candle.
This is 15 minute, and then 30 minute is the weak bearish, like that doji.
Respects the previous low and breaks the previous high, then it will go up.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, and I like the story that it's telling too, based on it creating the lower wick here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also seen this happen a lot on 15 minute too. The same type of pattern here. And past 15 minute had strong rejections to the downside of this area here, so yeah, I think it should, if it breaks a high here, I think it should continue. I'm gonna look to take an entry then. Yeah, I think we have an easy 40 pips or so to this 164,700, and then ship potentially 140 plus. Damn, I didn't realize it dropped that much. That's crazy. Jake, you missed out on a lot.
Oh, bro. Don't remind me. It's difficult to say how long I would have held for. I definitely would have kept the runner. I'd probably taken profit at like 20 plus tips maybe. But given the runner could keep going, it would be absolutely pumping. So.
Yeah.
I'm gonna journal it anyway as a missed trade this week, I think. Because trying to keep records of it.
Yeah, this 4 hour is rejecting super hard too. Damn. Oh, what's up, D-Razzle, Themo, what's going on? Wajahat, what's going on? Dan, what's going on? Yeah, Dan said GJ got wild in London session. Yeah, everything kind of got a little wild. Fu FS said he's got the whole GJ move. Jesus. Should have hit Jacob. Should have let him know. Man, yeah, that felt like crazy. Holy. 250 pips.
Trust me. Weird, it happened after London Open. You know, a good hour and a half after. Kind of usually in time, which is a bit of a dead time where nothing usually happens.
Yeah.
It happened years ago.
Do you guys have daylight savings time over there?
No, I don't think so.
Like the time, did the time change this weekend?
No. I don't think we had any. I think that was a couple of weeks ago.
Okay, yeah. See, we had daylight savings time go into effect. It was Sunday, I think. So the time changed. So like we fell backwards an hour. So looking at this is like, this would be, yeah, 3:30. So it'd be like 4:30, I think, normally. Yeah, so it is like an hour and a half after London opens. That's crazy.
Yeah, and like usually at that time, it just ranges until New York. But I think the same thing happened if you go back to Wednesday last week.
Oh, last week?
Yeah, Wednesday last week, given just after London Open, see ranges pretty much all pre-London a little bit, and then all of a sudden, bam.
Oh yeah, right here, yeah.
And then it starts coming down.
Yep. Drachin says short, long. Honestly, here, I think longs would make the most sense as far as the current story that we're trying to tell here. There's like this like area right here that's like kind of a little rangy, so I think the longs to make a correction of this move over London would be amazing, but at the same time we might see the lows break here. Really depends on this current 30-minute candle. And then for gold, let's see what gold did here. Oh yeah. Yeah, gold looks like it could go either direction here, really. Cause this is like a close below a support level. If we look at this as a support level, I've seen this happen a lot of times too, where price moves bearish and then creates like a 30-minute candle like this, but the lows will be broken and then continue. There's nice range to fill here too. I think I'd rather see the trade on GJ though.
Would you consider sales if this 15-minute broke below the last?
For GJ? Yeah, I think that would work out. I mean, that's like, you know, that's like the MP special move, you know. So
Kind of either way at this point, isn't it?
yeah, and it's honestly how I feel about gold too. I mean, I feel the same way about gold because I've seen this happen a lot too, where you know this kind of makes like this little like slingshot play. And if we look at this is, you know, kind of like a break and retest of this zone, you know, so.
Yeah.
And then there's, you know, clean range to fill down here, some rejections, but overall, like these, you know, this candle closed below, this one, you know, closed back in the range, but yeah, I think it could continue down. FUFS says gold is on a 15-minute bullish trend line. Oh, gotcha. I see what you're looking at. Looking at this. Yeah, I think I would prefer to execute on GJ today. $15 minutes gonna close in 2 minutes or so. Yeah, I think the challenge on gold is that we have like this 15-minute support down here, so on 30-minute it looks pretty good, but 15-minute a little choppy, whereas GJ, you know, we pretty much have clean range to the upside on all time frames. Wajahad, selling here is dangerous due to lower wicks, right? I think you might be talking about gold. Yeah, so I'm honestly not too much concerned about the lower wicks. It's more so this like 15-minute support. 1755. Yeah, and this 15-minute candle on GJ didn't close very well.
Could be though. Do you remember, Mike, you were telling the mate talking about the second half of the 30-minute candles tend to play out. So maybe on the 30-minute it still looks valid.
Yeah, I think that's probably what'll happen here is if the low is respected here on this 15-minute candle, then the entry will probably make more sense based on the 30-minute high breaking versus the 15-minute high, which I was looking at the 15-minute high on this bearish candle first. This is the best part of trading right here, just waiting.
we might range for a little bit until NY Open.
Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing I started to notice too is there's been some like massive moves like after NYSE Open. It's like NYSE Open and then London Close has been bringing some nice moves.
Yeah.
That's also been putting me into a position where I don't feel like I need to force an entry, you know, because like I know like that the session has been pretty long lately, you know. There's been a lot of moves.
Yeah.
Like yesterday, you know, I sat around for like 4 hours until London closed and then finally saw something that I was able to execute on. But in the past, like, you know, I would try and catch like the first possible move, you know, like I'd be trying to jump in this gold trade right now.
Yeah.
Just because I'm like, oh shit, you know, there might not be another move for this session.
And players who can't break and watch DJ break like that, and then thinking, miss the move and just seeing it keep moving and moving.
Yeah. Yeah, this gold, I think this gold will be like a better opportunity if the 30-minute closes below here. Because that's gonna solidify the move in my opinion. But with the 15-minute the way it is, you know, there's a lot of potential rejection. A lot of wicks to the downside. Yeah, shit, I would almost rather GJ close like a bullish candle like this and then we can execute off of the next one because, you know, we got 6 minutes left in the move now. You know, if it breaks the high now, you know, what's the probability that it's going to move 10 pips during this candle, you know, this current candle? But the good news is that we are well into this 30-minute candle, so stops below the current candle makes perfect sense.
I'm gonna shoot off mic. I'm gonna hit the gym. So I might watch it on my phone because I'm not taking anything because I can't manage it. So good luck today, brother, and I'll catch you next week.
Sounds good, man. Have a great day. Have a great weekend, man. Crush the workout. Adios. Yeah, Stanley, that's what I'm looking for. Impulse buy once it breaks previous candle high. That's what I'm looking for. GJ is showing a 4.8 spread with my UK broker. Damn, that sucks. Mine's showing 2 to 3 pips, I think. Yeah, about 2 pips. Yeah, Faye, yeah, it is. It's a bank holiday. It's Veterans Day. Veterans Day. That's why I think I would prefer a move on GJ versus gold. But the buy move doesn't seem to be playing out. And gold honestly looks pretty choppy.
Gold is move up, bro.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
gonna go retest these highs.
Respect the 30 minutes candle, previous candle low, and also broke the low and move up. Maybe because of momentum.
Yeah,
We have some liquidity grade here. 1756. No, I took 2 times from this level. 1756. One trade based on 5 minutes, one trade based on 15 minutes.
oh, you took an entry?
Yeah, no, not yet.
Oh, okay, okay, not yet.
Yeah. I already took 4 trades, and first trade you already saw on Twitter, 25 pips, second 15 pips, and third and fourth 17 pips. So call it a day.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And today's Friday, bro, and bank holiday also. So market little bit choppy.
Yep.
Then I open.
That is true, that is true. Yeah, it might not be the best day for us here. Might not be the best day for us, but we'll see. We'll see if we can catch something.
Momentum will come maybe on NY open. GG also ranging between these prices.
Yeah, if it goes to break the highs here, I'm gonna take an entry.
Yeah, I am waiting for that. If it breaks the high, then impulse entry and momentum will come.
Yeah, cause I've seen this happen even with a weak bullish close here. I've still seen this happen. I think like we just saw this happen yesterday, I think.
No, yesterday gold was moved at late night. Till late night.
Yeah.
I saw the price and sold to 1757 high at night.
Yeah, gold moved like crazy yesterday.
Yeah, crazy. No, I have some buys, I took profit 50-50%. went at 1764 and raised run up.
Nice, nice.
Because next week maybe it will some retracement, at least 38% from the top. And that's why. This whole week was crazy for gold.
Yeah.
Oh, seriously. Last Friday I saw price was 17, 16, 37, 38. And this Friday 17, 65. Oh my god. Approx $115.
Yeah, it's
Crazy.
yeah, it's been moving a lot. Some big moves.
No, I am trading on funding, bro. No, that's why, 2%, 3% is enough. Yeah, the maximum. Lose 1%.
We are almost there. We are almost there. We're gonna break.
Yeah. A little bit momentum came. No, 30 minutes candle without wick open. Maybe it will push up.
Yeah.
Bro, you don't trade on London?
No, I'm sleeping then.
Oh, I understand.
Yeah, it's too early for me. It's too early.
Yeah. As Asian time. It was my Asian time. Too early. That is 3
Yeah.
2 a.m.
Yeah, Asian session sucks.
Yeah, that's why I took trade mostly on London.
Yeah, London session is ideal.
That time I woke up some morning 8 o'clock. Indian time is best though for London and New York also.
Yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, I got in here.
Yeah. You took the trade?
Yeah, yep. Stop loss is like 25 pips.
Yeah. Below the previous 30 minutes candle, yeah?
Yep, correct.
163975. I already in.
Starting to move really nice. Keep galloping for us, please.
No, it will come 164, 400 first. Then I will book 50% and rest running.
Oh,
Oh wow.
partial T or auto break even just hit, so risk free trade about to hit 10 pips right here. 10 pips, there we go. Boom. What a day, what a day. And I'm gonna have the runner run to 164.723. That's where I'm gonna push to.
Yeah, got almost 10 pips, yeah. It's enough.
Yeah, I was able to oh, what the? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, was it?
90% at 10 pips.
Yeah, I was able to secure 90% there at 10 pips as well. Yeah, Dan on YouTube caught it. Oh shit, Chris, sorry, just joined. Would you be able to explain the buy if it breaks the highs? Yeah, so sorry if you missed it, but pretty much what I was looking at here was kind of the 15-minute. So if we look at the 15-minute here, we see that price drove down, created a low for the session, and then we came back up and we closed above this support resistance zone right here. And so as you can see, you know, typically we would look for, you know, the low to be created, price to come up, form a resistance, and then go retest the lows. But as you can see, these rejections here based on this this support resistance zone was kind of pushing me in the direction of the buys. And then what really confirmed it for me, honestly, was this bearish candle right here, this 15-minute bearish candle. I told myself if it closes engulfing this bullish candle, then it's going to show signs for sells to retest the support that was created down here. Or if it closes a weak bearish, then we'll look for the break of the high across 15-minute and 30-minute time frame for it to keep pushing bullish and to correct the move, which oftentimes we see this happen. Like during New York session, London will you know, create a session low or a session high, and then in New York session we're either going to correct that move or we're going to continue that move. So yeah, that's pretty much how we looked at it. And then final kind of like confirmations were this week bearish 30-minute candle. You know, we were looking for this candle to break the high here and continue, but it didn't. And then this candle, you know, broke the high, so that's where we entered at, which honestly worked out better because it gave us a better stop loss area. 25 pips versus 40 pips on the stop loss, so much better. But yeah, we'll see if it's going to continue to push or if it's going to stop the runner out at entry. But we've already secured profits and have stops at entry.
Sorry. See the 1 hour candle. 1 hour candle. Previous 1 hour candle was closed with wick, and present 1 hour candle respect the low of the previous candle and break the high. So that's why I was confirmed it will move somewhere.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's telling the story across all time frames. You know, we have a huge rejection on the 4-hour candle, huge rejection. 1 hour candle, you know, pretty large rejection. Then the next one closed weak bullish. 30-minute candle, you know, it created the resistance and then broke the resistance. And then 15-minute candle, you know, lots of rejections to the downside and then started breaking highs. So I mean, the story is across all time frames too, so extra confirmation there. But yeah, that was a really good trade. Jake left just too early.
Yeah. So if it will break 164,370, then it will come to 164,760.
I agree. Oh, we're getting some feedback here.
It can break, bro. It can break because market has very volume and momentum same time. Just wait for closing of 15 minutes candle.
Dan says, Jesus, that was quick. Yes, Dan, those are the types of trades that we're trying to take, man. All the time. We want them to be quick. Man, that's perfect. That's a perfect way to end the week. Stop that entry here, I think. Let me check my terminal. Yeah, runner stopped out at entry. All good, all good. That's perfect. We secured 90% at 10 pips. That's all I wanted. Now I got to, oops. Now we can sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the session today.
No, based on 1 hour candle, I think it will bring our levels 164, 660.
Yeah, I think it should continue, honestly. Yeah. I think it should continue, no problem. We got 15-minute candle closing in a minute or so, but with the way it's looking currently, no bottom wick, you know, it's leaving a little top wick. Nice clean candle here to the left side to fill. I mean, I think it should continue, no problem. Especially if this move happened without like news. I'm not sure. I think Jake said that there was some talks of like, you know, the British recession or something like that. So that could be kind of what drove price down, but who knows? Dan, love to see you. Wait for the market to come to you. Appreciate the knowledge and all the things you do. Appreciate you, Dan. Thanks for showing up, man. If you executed, congrats to you. But yeah, that's pretty much what you have to do at all times is, you know, just wait for market to come to you. Wait for market to show you something that that you're comfortable with executing on. And this specifically, based on 30-minute, seeing this happen over and over and over again. And we just use the other time frames to confirm everything. Harmon Deep, nice trade. I've taken it too. Congrats, man. Congrats. Chris, awesome. Thanks for explaining. Yep. FUFS waiting for 15-minute to close. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a good idea too. You know, wait for a 15-minute candle to close outside of this range. I think that's perfect too. The reason that I executed before it closed outside of the range was number one, based on this 30-minute formation here, but number two, also based on you know, just volume coming in. Is that me? No.
No, 15-minute candle has no wick.
Yep. Yeah. Previous 15-minute candle, no wick, and current 15-minute candle, no wick. Broke right at the open, so I would be cautious here. I'd be cautious here for sure. But typically with volume, we'll see candles like this push. You know, especially if there's no bottom. The challenge is that it broke right at the beginning of the candle. So that's kind of where I get a little worried about, you know, price potentially going against me. But I mean, if anything, like what I always try and do, if I'm like confident in a move, but I'm like, there's like some things that are given or that are making me a little bit uncomfortable with me executing, you know, just reduce risk. You know, I've realized that it's always good to execute because that's when things are going to be firm in your mind. If you take that loss, then you're just going to like, you're always going to remember, okay, cool. You know, when this happened in the past, I lost, you know, so I might not want to execute on this in the future. But if you win, then it just builds confidence towards those moves. And that's kind of where this happened. Like a lot of times in the past, I've seen this weak bullish 30-minute candle close. And if the high gets broken, I wouldn't enter. I would sit because I would be looking at this candle like, weak close. I'm not really confident in it, but after executing on it a couple of times, it plays out, and that's where that confidence is built. So, but yeah, as we can see, 15 minutes breaking its own low right now. So that's kind of what I was talking about. Couldn't have asked for a better move there, honestly. Beautiful. We got the trade journaled, so we're all good. Let's see. I took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trades this week. 1, 2, 3, 3 wins, 3 losses, and 1 break even. Not bad.
You took 7 trades in this week?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yeah, and the reason that there was 7 and not 5, because usually I only take 1 trade per day, but if I have a break-even trade, I'll give it another opportunity, you know. So I had one of those trades was a break-even, and then another one was technically a loss of, it was like a loss of 10 cents, so I marked it up as a loss, but you know, during that day, I traded it as it was a break-even trade, you know, just because it was a 10-cent loss, but yeah, so technically 3 wins, 2 losses, 2 break-evens.
It's good, bro. No, overall win ratio is good.
Yeah, good.
I took 28 trades in this week.
28.
Yeah. No, 28 trades. Mostly 6 trades break even, and 50% book, and 50% break even, and rest 2 trades stop out, 35 pips, and 18 trade I made 20 pips. So overall 12%.
12%. That's good.
Yeah. No, I took today 4 trades. All is winning with 20 pips, 15 pips, 25 pips. So maybe that traded increases my percentage. Oh wow, GG is going up.
Yep, it's moving. It's moving.
It rocks. Okay, bro, Mike, I am leaving and see you on Monday.
Awesome, man. Sounds good. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, man. And thanks, man. Same to you.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Chris, what's the end result percentage end of the week? I'll have to see. I don't know if the MyFX book has loaded. It's on the manual version. Yeah, it hasn't loaded. Let me see if I can do some math. %. 2.8% increase this week. Not bad. If you won the same and lost the same, yeah, usually that's usually not the case. Usually the wins are bigger than the losses. Sometimes they are the same though. Bilbo GJ 4-hour flip should be interesting. Yeah, I was looking at this rejection, man. It's a huge rejection. And I was trying to figure out why it would be doing this. And this is really the only thing that I can see. There's like this past like rejection zone here. And that's kind of where we're seeing the trouble. And then it rejected from down here. Down here. Which, as you can see, you know, some traffic here, some traffic here, and so on. So yeah, to your point, it will be interesting to see the flip of the 4-hour candle if it does flip. And it would be really interesting to see the daily candle flip. But yeah, we have New York session open happening in the next 20 seconds or so. So we should see what happens here. 30-minute candles, 15-minute candles closing. And then we got 1 hour left in the 4 hours. So what's going to happen with the 4 hour? Chris, good risk management. Thank you, man. Thank you. Guido Benitez, new subscriber. Thank you so much, man. Thanks for subscribing. Yeah, so let's see what this looks like. Hourly, close bullish. $30-minute bullish. 15-minute kind of like a weak bullish showing a little rejection. So maybe what we might see is kind of like a little break and retest of this zone. We might see something like that happen to continue. Kind of similar thing that we had happen here. Price kind of broke, retest a little bit, and then continue to move. So we might see something similar. See if anything happened on gold. Made a little push.
I'll clean out that lunch bag, honey. I'll clean
Oh.
out that lunch bag.
Yeah, 1337 Forex, you're exactly right. You don't usually see retest during times of volume. You're exactly right. Yeah, and the way that it's moving, we might not see it. Scalloping. If it breaks a high, I mean, I'm not going to enter anything, but if it breaks a high here, you know, there's some things to think about. Like, you know, the biggest thing that I always think about is when we see consistent, you know, bullish candles, you know, what's the probability that the next candle is going to print bullish? You know, so that's why taking a trade after a support and resistance is formed is usually the best idea, because you're seeing like a zone being respected or created, you know. So That's why, you know, the buy down here made a little bit more sense than a buy up here, because this is closer to the support and resistance level that was created down here. So if you are taking entries at this point, be a little cautious. I'd want to see a pullback of some sort, but just like 1337 Forex said in the YouTube chat here, you know, typically in times of volume, we don't see pullbacks. But, you know, at this point, prices move 40 pips. So what's the probability it's going to give you another 10 to 20 pips? It's kind of the things that I ask myself. But yeah, gold did move a little bit. It's kind of a zone here that we can see that could cause some problems. Yeah. Yeah, I'll be a little cautious with gold today anyways, just because, you know, we have USD bank holiday, so where's the volume gonna come from other than speculation? But I'm gonna make some coffee, so hang with me here. I'll just step away for a moment, but at this point I don't really see anything that's kicking out to me as far as potential trade ideas, so I'll be right back here. Oh, what's going on here? Oops. All right. Man, straight rejection here on GJ. Let's see if gold moved a little bit. Rejecting that zone there. Yeah, usually we see a nice little push on gold at 8:20 a.m. Eastern time. Volume comes in with the commodities exchange open. Always brings a little bit of volume. Harith, how's it going, man? Yes, we got a volatile candle here with the 15-minute breaking the lows and the highs. So in 6 minutes here, if the I'm good, man, all good. Yeah. You're lagging a little bit, Harith. I can hardly understand you, but yeah, no, I caught the GJ buys at the break of the 30-minute high here. Took it right here as the highs were broken. But yeah, on gold here, oops. On gold here, a 15-minute close, a bullish close in the next 5 minutes, I think would be good to execute at the break of the high to fill the rest of this range. Stops would be a little large, but 27 pips to the upside should play out.
I already took a buy on gold at the stop that 15 minutes when it took out that high of the bearish candle. And that's buy right now. Stops just below that candle right there.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good position right there. So you're looking at stops below the current candle, and then obviously targeting the high, and you entered as the high was broken.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a good entry right there.
That's what I'm looking at.
Yeah, and looking at the 5 minute there,
Actually,
that was good.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, I think it should continue. I think gold should continue. See how GJ closes here. Hi Mike, sorry I wasn't around this week. Closed 2 brokers and focused on one that actually contacted me to make an offer, leading in Switzerland, Swiss quote. Awesome man, congrats. And no worries, we'll be around whenever you're available. Caught some good moves this week. Always a pleasure to trade with you here. What are you guys doing? Buy, sell. I did a sell at 1761, but struggling. 1761, yeah. Yeah, probably wait for some confirmations as far as like some bearish closures. Did kind of get like this fake out here on 5-minute time frame with gold, so sell should play out for you, especially if the lows are broken here on the 15-minute. The only problem is you got a couple of support levels here and a pretty strong level of support down here at like 1757, this whole kind of area, 1756. But yeah, I mean, currently 30-minute candles are creating higher highs and higher lows, so I think the buys are definitely favored at the current time. Rejected this zone though, rejected and closed below this zone, so yeah, kind of difficult here on gold right now, honestly. USD bank holiday today too, so that could disrupt some of the volume here. But this honestly is very similar to what I executed on GJ. The same type of thing. Similar thing right here. So we had the strong bullish close, the weak bearish close, still creating higher highs and higher lows. Then we had this weak bullish close. Then I executed as the high was broken. Yeah, so to answer your question, what are we doing? So I took buys on GJ. That's pretty much the only thing that I saw so far. I was looking at some potential sells on gold when I first came to the charts, but kind of told myself since it was a US bank holiday, I didn't really want to trade gold. And then this setup on GJ came, so we ended up executing on that. Nothing else from here though. To be honest, I find it quite difficult to trade when the candles are this large. Yeah, I agree. If you were here when we were trying to execute on this GJ trade, I was grateful that it played out the way it did, because I was looking at taking an entry as the highs of this candle was broken. If this candle right here took it, but the problem was the stops would have been way down here. So it was like 40 pip stop loss originally, and then the 15-minute candle closed, so it was moving into the second half of the 30-minute candle. So I was looking at current candle stops, which was a little bit better, but still the entry was up here. So once this candle closed, it gave us the best of both worlds. It gave us the best possible stop loss and then the best possible entry, because we took it as the high was breaking there. So it worked out pretty nice. But yeah, I agree. It's it's tough to execute when you're looking at large stops. But I mean, at the end of the day, if you're focused on entering based on risk, it's all relative. So for me, like, I'm always just risking 1% per trade. Sometimes 2% per trade, but usually just 1%. So with that said, like, it's the lot size is always being adjusted based on the size of the stop loss. So the candles are always relative. The profit's just going to change, but Elliot Butler, new subscriber. Thanks so much, man. Thank you. Oh, we just had 30-minute candle close here a second ago. So yeah, with gold here, honestly, with GJ here, I like the continuation. As long as this bearish candle low is respected right here, we go to break the high, I think it should continue. I have to be a little cautious with this area just because it was a strong rejection in the past, but we also had clear candle moving straight through this zone, so. And then with gold, yeah, Harith, if you're still in the buys, man, it's playing out for you.
Yeah, brother, it is. And I entered another small position from when that 15-minute candle opened. You know, the reason I'm taking that thing from the 15-minute, if you see that bearish candle, it closed above. There is that previous resistance that we broke with that bullish candle. So when this bearish candle closed above it, this next one just wicked down to retest, and by the moment that candle started to move up, I had another position, small position right there, and then secured at 10 pips. Then I'm cool.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Well done. Well done.
Thank you, brother.
What do you think about the candles formation without wicks, poor price action, and still moving in the right direction? Yeah, I mean, sometimes we see that happen when we're in times of volume. So maybe you're talking about down here with this GJ candle. Because yeah, I mean, I was looking at that, like when we entered, especially because this happened in the first half of the 30-minute candle. You know, I think it actually broke the high. The entry was at like 7:35 a.m. So it's like just 5 minutes after the candle had opened. So it's kind of, you know, it's kind of risky, especially because there is no bottom wick. But same thing that Harith was just kind of explaining with gold, with how he executed that second position on gold. You know, we were basically just looking at this as, you know, price came down, created a low, and we formed this level of support right here. Then we came up, and then we created a level of resistance right here. And so since the highs are being broken at this point, we're basically saying that this is a weak level of resistance, and that price is just going to continue to drive up with volume, which, you know, pre-New York, as we know, always has pretty solid volume. So that was just kind of like the anticipation with that. So to your point, I mean, it was definitely like, we definitely thought about this not having a bottom wick, and the potential that price could reject and then go to create that bottom wick and just go and break the lows and continue to retest this level of support. But it's all just kind of like intuition. I mean, like I was kind of talking about that earlier, like if you see a setup that looks good and, you know, like you're kind of like hesitant about executing on, just reduce risk and execute. You know, the best thing that you can do is put your analysis into actual play and see how it works from there. You're either going to learn a lesson or you're going to win some profits. So, and you're going to be more confident about executing in the future. But yeah, this is another one of those situations. Like if the highs are broken here, this should continue to go. Seen this happen a lot of times with this 15-minute rejection the way it is here on GJ. Daniel, what's up, man? Good morning to you. Yeah, I got Zoom running now. The link is in the Telegram chat if you want to hop in. Yeah, and this story that I was just kind of explaining on the 15-minute here also is right alongside of what is happening here on 30-minute. You know, we have like this slingshot move happening. And then hourly, this would be the second half of the hour pushing bullish too. So we do have 4-hour candle closing in about 20 minutes. So, you know, with that said, I don't really see the 4-hour candle closing bullish at this point. So that's probably like the one thing that's going to start going against what I was saying here with the 15 minutes. So it might be better to wait and see if there's an additional confirmation. And if we can get a bullish close on this current 15-minute candle, I think that would be probably that confirmation that you'd want to look for. And that's kind of like what we were seeing over here when we executed. People in the chat trading GU. Yeah, GU might be a little iffy today with no USD volume. Um, oh yeah. Gold's pushing nice. Four-hour looks like it's gonna close weak bearish. Still lots of room that it could potentially move on daily here, so looking good for the bullish bias on gold.
My runner is not 16 pips running right now.
Nice.
I gotta go to dance class from here.
Yeah.
So it looks good even in the 4 hours. Since the 4 hours won't be close, we expect that next 4 hour open should really come in with some nice pull and push it up a little bit.
Yeah, this is nice. This is nice. I wonder why this gap is here. This is weird. Yeah, pushing very nice here. Galloping.
You're using FX, right?
Yeah, this is FX, yeah.
I used the one that there isn't any gap there actually.
Oh yeah, this is yeah, maybe I usually do use Owanda. Yeah, cuz this is the Owanda one. So yeah, I'm not sure where the FX one came from. But now we lost the analysis. Oh, maybe it's
That was a pretty nice move on gold actually.
yeah, really nice. Really nice. Congrats.
He took the GG one. I was not available actually. I just came in and saw that he took the GG one. I was like, wow, that was pretty quick.
Yeah, it actually happened really fast too. Like I think we secured within a couple of minutes. It was a quick trade.
So I was like, let me just sit on my hands and wait for an opportunity, either on gold or DJ, and then like this.
Ah, yes, yeah. I was looking at this as being the level of support earlier, but now if we adjust it, it makes more sense here because, you know, we had this touch here in the past too.
Yeah, the break and retest.
Yeah. Wajahat, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
Good, man. Good. Good to see you made it in.
Your streams are awesome, man. I'm learning a lot.
Say that again. Sorry.
I said that your streams are awesome. I'm learning a lot from it.
Oh, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm learning a lot too.
That's true, to be honest. You know, I've been trading alone and it has been really draining me, like seriously. there is the way it gets to you and emotions come in. Oh my days. It gets the best out of you if you really don't have some, like people to trade with, people to share ideas with.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I've realized that since I've started streaming, I've taken a lot less dumbass trades. Don't want to look dumb in front of a bunch of people, you know?
I just secured my run at 30 pips. I'm done. I'm done.
Amazing, man. Good
That's
job.
good, yeah.
30 pips. That's awesome.
Well, on gold, I'm done.
Yeah, that's smart coming right into this rejection
Yeah,
zone.
yeah. In the 4 hour, we can reject that previous high and then you see some crazy push down. Like, where did this come from?
Yeah. Yeah, also 15 minute.
It's opening with no wick down. So
Yeah.
fear. Like, let me just close out my run.
Yeah.
And I'm done. 30 pips. Secure at 10 and then the runners 30. That's it. The week is good now. Being on Monday.
Yeah, that was good. Well done.
Thank you, brother. You know, it's building confidence, you know. Like being here, seeing people take trades, and you know that you're not alone in it, and there are other people doing the same thing. So there's a way to build confidence when you're looking at the charts.
Yeah, also a big thing that helped me out was when I started seeing other people take losses, I realized that I wasn't the only person that lost, you know? So,
Exactly. So
yeah, because like you got to realize, you know, it's just part of the process, you know? It's part of the game. Like you're gonna take losses, but it's about what you do when you take those, you know? If you can learn from it, then it's all good. But yeah, Daniel here says, did you go through a long break-even period before becoming profitable? Just wondering, as keeping thinking I'm close just to end up like 1% up at the end of the month. Yeah, I mean, it's part of it. I mean, the biggest thing that I can say is just position yourself to lose less. Like the profits are going to be much harder to change versus the losses. The losses, in my opinion, are much easier to change. And, you know, it just comes with like risk management. So that's kind of how I've developed like those rules based around like, you know, when price goes 8 pips in profit, just trigger auto break even. When price goes 10 pips in profit, secure something, put stops at entry. You know, if price goes 50% in drawdown of my stop loss. So today my stop loss I think was 25 pips. So I put a partial stop loss at 12.5 pips. So that way, you know, 90% of the position would close. You know, if price went 50% or more in drawdown. So little things like that, like just kind of come from that. So yes, to answer your question, I did go through like that period of, you know, my wins would be the same as my losses, or even my losses would be bigger than my wins. But, you know, I just kind of had to shift the mindset to, you know, 10 pips is always, you know, pretty easy to secure, but what are things that I can do to cut the losses quicker? Another thing that I will do sometimes is if price goes 4 or 5 pips in profit and it starts to reject pretty hard, you know, I'll just close 90% of the position right at entry. So little things like that, you know, just what it really comes down to is like if you start to get uncomfortable with the trade, you have to execute. So, you know, that basically means like, you know, close partials, close half, close 25%, whatever that number is for you. You know, just take some of the risk off the table. Can't believe my sell 1761 gold is now at 1765. Boy. Reminds me of what I said here. Always do the opposite of what you're thinking. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing I can say to that is you got to wait for candles to start printing in your direction. And, you know, a sell at 1761, I don't really see. I mean, potentially it was in this candle here. But even that, I mean, the candle, in my opinion, doesn't look like it was going your way. So, like, that's the thing is, like, you know, you can always look at, like, zones, you know. So maybe what you were anticipating was, like, okay, there's a zone here and it's going to reject and continue down. maybe that's what you were looking at. But you know, you have to not only consider zones, you also have to consider the direction that candles are printing. And so to take a sell when candles are printing bullish is, no offense, kind of idiotic. But don't feel bad, because I've been there. I've told this story before, and it's one of the best stories, I think. And I was trading SPX 500. I was trading that. It was like when I first started trading, and I was kind of at that point where I was identifying like key support and resistance levels, and you know, I was trying to figure out like how to take entries based on them. But I did something similar to you. Like price was moving bullish. It was like during 2020, I think. So during like, you know, kind of like all the COVID stuff happening, and price was moving bullish like crazy. S&P 500 had never hit 3,000 before. So me and my buddies that I was trading with at the time, we were like, all right, cool, sell limits at 3,000. You know, like if it hits 3,000, it's going to reject. You know, it's never hit that high. You know, we're going to make like $1,000 on this. Like it's going to be amazing. It's going to drop like crazy. Long story short, that thing freaking sailed right through 3,000, blew my account, and it was a very bad trade. But that's when I started to realize, like, hey, like, you know, key levels are awesome, but at the same time, in moments of volume, you know, you don't know what's going to happen at those key levels, you know, so you have to, yeah, exactly. But yeah, that was hilarious. I'll never forget that. I actually just saw a screenshot of that day, like on my phone not too long ago. I was dying. I was like, oh my gosh.
And that brings us back to the point of smart money concepts. It's kind of like the concept to use level such and tango. Because now, adding on to that point where you were seeing that smart money concepts, they will be looking at that area as, I don't know, the institutional candles, something like that. Then they know that price is rejecting that area where you had marked for him. And this candle closing bearish, then you expect that the other candle to respect this high and continue pushing down. Since we are respecting that institutional candles, something like that, the way they call it. I've tried those things actually, but really burnt me so much, and I've lost so much trying to do these smart money, because you want to cut this 50 big trade, 30 big trade, I mean, 100 big trade. You know, the funny thing is that you can trade, you can win twice and lose twice.
Yeah, yeah.
Or you just laying around with yourself. So it's really hard. And it's funny that respect all these people who are trading these SMCs, but I've not really found that trader that is really showing it live. Like you guys wait for this zone, like they're doing these YouTube streams and like they're showing. I've not seen these people actually, but you can find them on Twitter posting these trading features and what and all these, like how. Explain it before and after, like how Raja is doing it on Twitter, telling people that now I'm trading this and after and for everything well explained. But what about SMCs? We're just seeing this thing, someone just comes up with this thing, we don't know, and it's like I've taken all these RRs, like what? I've been able to see how you make that out, how you get a bit. It's really fun. So that's why I really had to process it to myself and say, you know what, I have to go back to what we want. 10 pips is it. 10 pips is really enough. You can build confidence on 10 pips. And with leaving runners, my friend, you'll make really tons and tons of money from the markets.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no, I mean, you brought up a lot of good points there, you know, like to your point about SMC, like I honestly don't know too much about it. I've just kind of seen it on Twitter like the last couple of months that I've been active on there, but from what I see, that's pretty much what's missing, is just like, you know, like the levels are being identified, but it's just waiting for like candles to tell you that level is actually a key level. Because from a lot of the people that I see that are posting losses and stuff from that are like SMC traders, that's typically what I see is like, you know, for example, taking a sell right now, because it's at a key, you know, resistance, but there's nothing that's confirming that, you know. So sure, it's rejecting a little bit, but what would make me feel even better is if we saw a bearish candle at a resistance, you know. That's like, okay, perfect, you know, if there's more confirmation there. So you're totally right. But yeah, I mean, I went through the same time period. Like in August, I took, like, I think it was 28 trades. I had 2 losses. It was like the best month that I've ever had trading, and like it just gave me a huge confidence boost, a huge like kind of ego boost. And I came into September and I was like, you know what, screw 10 pips, you know, I'm gonna start securing 20 pips. And and you already know how the story goes, you know. I took a lot of losses and I was just like, man, shoot, man, you know, like I gotta go back to 10 pips, you know. So one thing that like we often say, like in business, you know, is just like, don't fix what's not broken, you know. And like that's like one thing I did, you know. I just, you know, my trading plan was working. Why did I try and fix it? You know, why did I try and change it? So I had to do the same thing. I had to go back. But even to that point, you know, like as you get more confident with moves, like say for example, this move that you executed on, you know, maybe the next time you execute on it, you only secure 50% and you let a runner run, you let the other 50% run. So like that's kind of the difference, is like, you know, 10 pips is always good to secure, but as your confidence level boosts, then maybe you secure less and let runners run, you know, to the TP, you know, et cetera, et cetera. So it's always like relative. People always say to me, you know, if you're only securing 10 pips, like your stop loss is huge, you know, what, like it's a negative RR, like whatever, you know, like it is what it is. But at the end of the day, like that's what I try and explain, is like, you know, the amount that is being secured at 10 pips doesn't have to be 90%. You could only secure 10% if you want and let 90% run, you know. Then if that 90% hits your TP, you're gonna have massive wins, you know. So yeah, it's all relative. But yeah, this let's see, in the chat here, nice experience you shared. I'm always thinking of rejection as being a recurrent thing, but it's not correct. Yeah, absolutely. Like rejection is giving you a confirmation of something, but an additional confirmation is, you know, a closure, you know. So that's why a lot of times when you see like on my analysis on my charts, you know, it'll say like sells below closure, you know, because I'm waiting for a candle to close below, and in that situation it's going to be closing bearish too. So it's perfect. But it's all good. The biggest thing is just learning from the lessons, like I always say, or learning from the losses, like I always say. You know, ask yourself the 3 questions. How could I have lost less? How could I have not entered the trade at all? And then how could I have given my trade a second opportunity? So Kejas here in the chat, I can already answer that for you. How could you have lost less? Well, you could have, you know, closed out positions here at 1761.88 as the highs were being broken, you know, rather than waiting till 1765 when you did close it. How could you have not entered it at all? You could have just waited for a bearish candle to form and then the low to break. So this would have been like the bearish candle that would have formed, and you probably would have entered as the break of the low here, which would have been a little bit risky because you have support, massive level of support here, you know. So maybe you would have never entered that trade if you were considering all these things. And then how could you have given it a second chance? Well, you could have just waited for, you know, a candle closure below, you know, the support. So say for example, candle closed something like this, you have something that closed below like this level of support here, and you're a little bit more confident that price can continue down to the next level of support down here. So that's another thing too, is like you can't be ignorant to the zones, you know. You can't be ignorant to support and resistance levels. Diana, have a good one. Have a great weekend. But it's all learning. I mean, the biggest thing I can say is don't feel bad about the losses, man. I used to get so pissed off when I would take losses. It would ruin my whole day. And you know, there's nothing that good that's good that comes from that. You know, you just have to accept that it's part of the game and just try not to take that loss in the future. But yeah, gold's pushing really nice here. Say what, man?
very like DJ. Going back to GG and looking at DJ.
Yeah, this looks like it's.
Remember the setup you took?
Yeah, this looks like
Some kind of it, but this is just a small zone, yeah, range to trade in and without rejection from the lower areas. The yesterday sale we wanted to take when we are approaching, what was it? We are approaching NYSE.
Yeah.
The volume just spiked all the way down 100 pips.
Yeah.
So that one gives me those same vibes when I look at it, though the range is kind of tricky.
Yeah.
We're waiting for candle, we wanted that candle to close and then the other one go up, create that upper wick and then break the lows, which did do, but continue down. So
Yeah, if we get rid of everything here, this actually looks really good to continue down.
yeah. Since we broke and that bullish push seemed like a retest.
Yeah, and it would be like a 4-hour wick fill. Yeah, so yeah, so like we have this nice resistance here.
Sure.
You can head down here. I think it's 27 pips to the bottom of the range. And then we also like closed just below like the other candles if you look close. It's just below the past two candles. So yeah, with the wick up and the break of the low here, I think it could continue down.
Yeah.
And like you said, it is a little tricky because it's right there, like at this level. But with the time, with the volume, it should come in. But at the same time, there might not be any volume because it is a bank holiday for the U.S. So
Oh, US dollar. Oh, wow.
yeah.
NYSE won't have anything serious.
Yeah, and gold closed right at this level of resistance, so probably, yeah, probably gonna reject. 4-hour candle, weak bullish, yeah. Yeah, you executed that perfectly though, man.
The highs and the lows. Yeah. That's why I had to close my runner because I knew something like that will happen with no volume and the previous 4 hour breaking the highs and the lows. You see, it's just messy.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Oh, we had another subscriber.
That kind of pulls all the way down. Replace that support again and then pull back later on in the session.
Yeah, might get a continuation of the bullish movement with London close, but yeah. Yeah, at this point a pullback can definitely be anticipated. Damn, we're at 1764 too. Holy.
See?
Yeah.
It's risky there. It's very risky with that new 4 hour kind of opening. The previous one shows that it has really struggled, though it has closed bullish, but some huge week.
Yeah.
Tough one right now.
Yeah, we should see. I'm interested to see if this if GJ is gonna break down and fill this range here.
Yeah, that's. How many pips are those from that range, from that low to that support, minor support created down there?
It's like 22 pips or so. So not too bad.
Pretty nice. Yeah. Lower risk, going for it. 10 pips you secure and then call it a day.
Yeah, I'm not gonna execute on it just because I already took a trade. It's Friday. I don't wanna take a loss.
I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. My mail trade is already closed right now.
Yeah, mine too.
Just
Mine too.
around. Let's go for the vibes now. I'm trying to see how price really reacts to those areas and then trying to learn one or three things.
Yeah, I hear you, man. That's why I just like to sit here. You know, even sometimes I will catch a trade like really early in the session. Sometimes before the stream I'll catch a trade, but I'll still hop on and I'll just watch price. You know, because in the future you might not catch that early trade. So it's good to see what's happening like during the session that you trade. You know, so I'm right there with you.
Exactly. Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, I think it should push. I think it should push down.
Yeah. That's why it's showing some potential to really push and fuel those wicks.
Yeah, and this strong bearish close on the 1 hour is nice.
1 hour. Exactly.
Small wick, but I think it could continue.
Yeah, yeah, that's potential. With the trend, so it's even matching with the trend
Yep.
on the higher time frame, 24 hours.
Yeah, you're right. If it was counter trend, it would be a little bit more risky, but since it's with the trend, it should carry. The trend is your friend, as always.
Yeah, that's true. But some people, SMC guys, don't really see that. Because they counter trend a lot on the 1 minute and the 5 minute.
Yeah, that's just because they're watching the low time frames. That's why I don't usually pay attention to even 5 minutes. Most of the times, even 15-minute, I don't really pay attention to. Like if candles are, if the 30-minute candles are 15 to 20 pips, if they're not too big, then I'll just pay attention to the 30-minute candles. But when the candles are large, 30, 40 pips, you gotta take note of what's happening on the 15-minute.
Yeah, that's right.
Honestly, a week. Sorry, go ahead.
I will only hop on to the 5 minute on gold when it's very volatile, when I know that price is really moving very fast. But by the time you wait for 15 minutes to close, it's already 60 pips.
Yeah.
You won't find a confirmation at 60 pips. So.
Yep. Yeah, I think that's like what had to happen yesterday with the.
Like yesterday, something like that.
Yeah, there was some.
Buy on gold, but it was best of the 5 minute as well, because I knew you couldn't catch that on the 15 minute. The way it was really moving so fast.
Yeah, there was a couple of good entries shown.
Sure. So how it was printing up, pull back, was bullish, and then continuation, pull back.
Yep.
So if you had really paid attention to that first structure that formed on the 5 minute, after that spike up, you'd really get the idea, and then you wait for the next thing to happen. That happened really, and then started pushing. That's the 15 minute. Beautiful. So some guy comes up and just places up that tool for longs, and then goes and posts a trading view that I took all this trade.
Yeah.
Like, how did this happen?
Yeah.
That's how they do it. Like, you go to the 5 minute, break it down. Like, I saw this happening, gather, but you were not there to tell people all your thought process for everything happening. If you want more, join this course and gather to learn.
Yeah, the course sellers, they crack me up, honestly. I mean, nothing against it, because I understand, like, if they're actually excuse me, if they're actually giving some value, like it makes sense, but for me, like, trading, you should be able to make your money through trading. So what do you need to sell courses and all this other BS for, you know, mentorship rooms and all this stuff, you know, it's crazy.
Yeah, like really. If you help people, then why do you have to charge them? Just help. Do it. You're already profiting, so just help more people to do the same. Let them do the same themselves. If you want to charge them, charge something that really makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Entered late and held too long. Paper. David, what'd you enter in? You enter in on GJ or you enter in on gold? Gold, if you took buys, should have played out. Maybe it was GJ buys you're talking about. But yeah, if this 15-minute candle closes weak bullish like this, the next one respects the high, breaks the low, that'll be really nice, honestly.
Yeah.
That probably make me feel a little bit better about the trade too, because you know, we've already had 2 bearish 30-minute candles and we've had 3 bearish 15-minute candles. So what's the probability of the next one being bearish, you know? So if we get a weak bullish 15-minute candle and we go and break the low, then, you know, we should continue. Begin the wick fill on the 4-hour. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so let's see if this is gonna play out. Whoops. Just galloping. You broke up there, Harith. I didn't really catch you. I don't know if it's me lagging or you.
To see, like, move like yesterday, but today without the way we do. You remember?
Oh, we lost him. Back to the gulag. Yeah, it's like about 8 pips in profit at this point. Yeah, man, that would have played out beautifully. 8 pips, stops would be at entry at this point.
Sorry, my network lagged out, sorry.
Oh, all good, all good.
So I was like saying that this idea played out just like yesterday's idea. So this one played out really well because it took its time to create that upper weight and then continue pushing.
Yep. Yeah, this would have been a nice one.
Yeah, exactly. So just the same move like the one we really anticipated yesterday. So price doing the same thing over and over again. So maybe that's when this is our job as traders to just spot these things like every time, just coming to do this and consistently executing on what you're really seeing.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, this would have been really good, honestly. Stops would have been 18, 20 pips or so. You know, for at least, 23 pips to the downside. Already would have been able to secure 10 pips.
Yeah. See? That's beautiful. I hope someone took that one.
Yeah, it made sense, especially on 1 hour, 30 minute, and 15 minute. It made perfect sense. And then we can just kind of assume that it's a 4-hour wick fill, which the wick is huge, but
job of the runners. So if you've secured your 10, 15 pips, so it's the runner to do the rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Secure at that point.
Exactly.
Yo, I'm back, Mike.
What's up, Jake? How's it going?
Yeah, not bad, bro. You, I saw you catch 10 pips on the DJ.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much like right when you left.
It's one of those days for me today, bro.
Yeah, pretty much right when you left. Yeah, pretty much what we were looking, or what I was looking at was, I was honestly expecting this candle right here to break the previous candle's high. But as you can see, it closed weak bullish, which played out even better because I ended up taking an entry like as this candle broke the previous bullish candle's high, and then I had stops below this candle. But yeah, we were able to secure 10 pips off of that.
Nice. Have you taken anything else?
No, just that. Just keeping it easy. Just because it's Friday, you know. Took the one win and don't want to take any losses.
Done an MP special on GJ there.
Yeah. That's what we were just looking at. We were just looking at this because yesterday I was looking at a similar move before GJ took like that 100+ pip drop yesterday. I was looking at a similar move. I think it was right here. It was right here. I was looking at all these rejections right here, and I literally told Harith, as soon as we see a candle close below this support right here, which this one did, I'm gonna take sells. I was like, I don't even care about these other supports because we've rejected so many times here, it's just gonna melt. And like literally it just broke the low and collapsed, and we didn't execute. I was just like, oh my god, no, what?
Nice.
But yeah, it was very similar. The reason I didn't feel comfortable with it here though is because it didn't create a top wick though, so that's like why I didn't, you know, because this broke the low like immediately, whereas this one when it just happened here, it took some time, you know, it took some time to create the top wick and then went and broke the low, so it played out a little bit better.
Have you thought about going half risk when it doesn't make a top wick or bottom wick for some trades? Or
Yeah, so that's what we were talking about. Yeah, that's what me and Harith were talking about yesterday after I missed it. Yeah, that's how I was just saying, like, yeah, next time maybe I'll just do it half risk, and you know, if it does create a top wick, then I'll be able to, you know, enter the other half as it breaks the lows again, you know. So
yeah, have you do you use magic keys?
Yeah, I use magic keys. Yep.
Do you use it on? So it works in parallels, right? But not the physical version, just the software.
Yeah, correct. Just the software version.
Right. So how do you use it with the software? Does it just show up as like a corner of the screen, and then you link it to your current keyboard?
Yeah, so it's exactly like the physical version. Like everything operates the same way, but yeah, you're right. So you don't link it to like your physical keyboard. You just have it like it appears on the screen, and then you just click the buttons.
You have to click them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tempting almost to get a normal Windows PC, isn't it? Just to use the physical version of Magic Keys, but I like the operating system of Macs too much.
Yeah.
And the stress-free, like you don't have to worry about viruses, or generally the performance is pretty good.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I was thinking about, especially since I started streaming and stuff, I'm definitely thinking that I'm gonna get some sort of Windows desktop or something that I can trade on and stream off of. Because I mean, the on-screen version is nice, but honestly, like just having to use parallels, because like if I'm not streaming, it's fine, you know, I'll just use it. I'll look at TradingView on my iPad or something, and I'll just have parallels open. It's totally fine. But with the streams and all this shit, like there's a lot of other things to look at. So I'd rather just honestly just like stream looking at MT5, but yeah, parallels kind of operates a little weird, like with everything running.
Yeah, it just really slows the performance in my Mac down when I've got parallels going. It sounds like it's about to take off.
Yeah.
And then I sometimes get warning messages of disk space when I've got that running at the same time.
Yeah, there's an app called Clean My Mac. th- yeah, it's pretty solid. That's what I use, like to just like clean out like large files, stuff like that that isn't being used and whatnot. But yeah, it works out pretty solid as far as keeping it. Anytime like it starts to slow down or something like that, I'll just run that, and usually it's good. But yeah, Kurt here on the YouTube is asking to explain the MP special. So basically the MP special is price creates a low, you know, so similar to what we saw here. Price creates a low, it forms a level of support, and then it retraces, creates a level of resistance, and then the entries are as price is going down to retest the level of support. So the ideal entry for an MP special based on this hourly setup on GJ would have been as this candle is breaking this previous candle's low, and then you're just anticipating volume to carry it down to the level of support, and then you would expect runners to continue, ultimately probably aim like this wick fill right here. But hopefully this all this scribble here makes sense. But yeah, that's essentially an MP special. If you can think about it as like a break and retest, it might be a little bit simpler to think about, because that's essentially what's happening is, you know, price is creating a low because it's breaking out of a zone, and then it's going to retest that zone at some level, you know. So for this case, it was like more so retesting this wick, which is probably a zone on the 30-minute and 15-minute, which I know it is because that's why I drew it up there. But yeah, that's honestly one of my favorite setups to execute on, just because if you think about it all the way around, you know, we're taking like price has created a low, you know, it's pulling back, and then we're taking a with the trend trade to go and retest those lows. So it's just a really high probability setup as it is. And then the slingshots that I talk about is pretty much the only other trade setup that I take, and that's honestly just another version of an MP special. It's just not giving us as much of a pullback as we'd like to see, you know. But if you can think about it, it's still the same concept. Like even if you look at this one right here that we executed on, you know, you can think about this as an MP special too, because price is creating like a current level high, it's pulling back just a tad bit and then just breaking up. So it's still kind of like the same concept. But yeah, this GJ move played out pretty perfect. Hopefully somebody was able to execute on that. Move a little slow, not too much volume, but overall played out. Would have been able to secure 10 pips. See if gold, oh yeah, gold's doing a little retrace here. No bottom wick on the previous 15-minute candle. Just completely correcting that 30-minute. Wow.
Wow. Look at what gold just did.
Yeah. Good thing you secured, bro. Good thing you secured. Yeah.
You know, with this funny volume today, oh.
Yeah, good thing you secured, man.
Everything.
Oh wow. My EA is in NAS cells and US 30 cells. It's like up $160. I don't know if you can see this.
Wow. Oh, you using an EA?
Yeah. I've been testing it for a little while. It's freaking moving. Holy. It's making back some of the losses from yesterday.
So you just connect it to your method?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. I got the MyFX book linked in the chat here somewhere. I'm gonna pull it up. I will open up my MT4 and show you, but I think the stream's starting to lag a little bit. Of course it doesn't open on the...
So basically, like, have two different accounts, right? The one with the EA and the one that you manually trade by yourself.
Yeah, correct, yeah. Yeah, this EA is it's just something that I've been testing too. I have like a couple of buddies that were using it, and they were posting some good results from it, so I was like, what the hell, you know, I'll test it out. But yeah, I deposited $1,400 into it back on September 13th. So since then it's up 78%. But yeah, yesterday we took some losses. Oh, doesn't show though. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, yesterday I lost like 12%. Yeah, these are the current trades. These. Yeah, that's pretty solid. It's interesting. I've tested them in the past and they never work out, so I'm honestly pretty surprised to see this one working out the way it is. Because I've lost a lot of money testing them in the past.
Did you like purchase this EA or?
Yeah, it's it's a company that I like license it from. So it costs me like $179 per month, I think, to run it. But yeah, I just license it from a company. Man, this played out really nice here on GJ. Nice, nice. Alejandro Acosta, new subscriber. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. We got NYSE Open coming in 2 minutes or so. Actually, about a minute. Yeah, GJ also coming into this rejection zone here on the 15 minutes. So as we can see, this current candle is rejecting it a little bit. So makes sense, but the target would have been hit based on what I was breaking down. You know, we were targeting this zone, so right into it. Would have been a solid 20 pips or so. Something to put in the back pocket to execute on in the future. Gold still doesn't know what it's doing here. It's rejecting quite a bit. Oh, what? Oh, wow. The indices are just melting right now. Holy. It's up $300.
Today's your day to feast, brother. Yesterday wasn't your day, so today is payback time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's freaking galloping. Holy. It won't close my orders though. The broker is like frozen. Holy. No, it won't, they won't close. It's just falling so fast.
Oh, really? So, like, so basically, it's the EA to close those orders?
Well, the EA will set like partial stop, or it'll do like partial take profit. So as price is moving towards like the take profit level, it will like secure partials, put stops in profit, things like that. So yeah, that's like kind of how it works, but yeah, it's not closing.
Wow. It's being a greedy EA, man.
Yeah, man, it's up. Holy shit, it's up $400.
I wish you could close. I wish you had that option to like, let me close some at least.
Yeah. Holy. It's about to hit my TPs too, you know? So if it doesn't hit my TPs, man, this is... I just had this problem with this broker like the other day too. I just had this problem. I'm about to send them an email again. Cause it's a different broker that I use for that EA than I trade on normally. Damn, man, that thing is just galloping though. Holy.
This DJ trade was really nice. So DJ is going to basically do that in the 4 hour.
Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, still have to be a little cautious of this zone, I think, because of the support. But yeah, I mean, it looks to me like you know, the volume's just gonna push it.
Yeah, with London close,
Dang, I can't believe this, man. This thing's just melting. It went through my take profits. They won't close. That's so ridiculous, man. Yeah.
Oh my days. So you say
Jeez.
that stop loss or take profit? Either of the two.
Oh, it did. All right, perfect. Perfect. We're good. We're good. Stop loss and profit. We're good.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see. Can you see it?
How many?
Oh, it's about to take profit. Hit the take profit, please.
Wow. Yeah, I see it. So where is that TP? Yeah, there. Yeah. Like 50G trade. Looks really beautiful.
Yeah, GJ is galloping. Holy.
Like jazz, yes.
Everything is galloping. Everything is galloping. Sheesh. Wow, what a day. It's a great day to be alive. I can't believe that. Holy man, it's secured $200 in profit and it's still floating another 200 in profit. Holy. Let me see if I can pull this up. It might get super laggy, but let me see. Let me see. Applications. Here we go. Wow. Yeah, see, these were all the these are all the errors, man. It was like it was trying to close. It was trying to close the damn the position. But yeah, see, it's about to hit the stop. Oh yeah, there it goes. Just took them all out. Oh, still one running. Oh, over here on Nas. Still one running here.
So that just hit stop loss?
Yeah, just hit stop loss and profit here. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, see, this is over here is where like the entries were taken, where this thing is at.
Yeah, I see. Then it pulled back into some few drawdown before it really continued down.
Yeah. I see. Here we go. Yeah, so you can see this where I did the deposit. Yeah, man, freaking up almost 100%.
Oh yeah.
Holy.
1400 now it is 2900.
I should have put more money in this thing, man. Shit. Look at it just dropping now. Look at it just dropping. It came out, took me out at hit the stop loss, and then this surpassed. This is way below take profit, man. It would have freaking smoked the take profit. Holy. The take profit. Nah, it's way down here.
It is Nasdaq?
Oh, what's going on here? No, don't update. Yeah, this one's Nasdaq right here. Yeah, this is Nasdaq. Yeah, this was US 30 that just dropped.
Oh wow.
That was what I had to trade in.
You still have one position running, right?
Yeah, the one on Nasdaq right here. Yeah, and you can see stops are in profit here. So what it does is like, you know, as it gets in a certain amount of pips in profit, it closes partials and then moves stops in profit. So like, you know, this was the partial that was secured off of this position that's still running. And then all these US 30 trades were like one lot trades, but see, you can see the ones that hit stop loss, they were one lot trades. So like that's how these were. So, you know, this was like the original partial secured, and then this was like, you know, whatever hit stop loss, you know, so it's constantly like securing partials and then moving stops into profit.
So you can withdraw these profits at any time you want to withdraw, right? Like
Yeah, this is my account. You know, it's my account. It's a live account here. I am
They
GFX.
basically use MetaTrader 4 only, not 5 or something.
Yeah, just MetaTrader 4 only. That's why I'm using a different broker, because it's not like what I'm, you know, I don't trade MT4. I don't use MT4. I use MT5 on Dominion markets.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh man.
Is your bot mic?
Yeah, that was the EA. Yeah, that was the EA.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, bro, it just made a bag, man.
Oh,
I don't know if were you here? It like got like the broker froze, dude. It fucking froze. Like the thing was like hitting my TP and it wouldn't close.
No, I nipped off down to the shower. Just got back from the gym when I come back. So I've just come back now. I saw you looking at it.
Yeah, man. the thing was hella in profit, and it freaking wouldn't close, man. It kept giving me errors. But yeah, it's up 100% now. Holy 99%.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Listen, today 11%. 48% on the month, man. It's halfway through the month. It's not even halfway through the month. Holy. Yeah, I was telling Harith, man, I should have put more money into it. I should have put my whole damn house onto this thing. Holy shit.
Sell the car.
Yeah. No, we'll see. I mean, it's cool, but I mean, with the way it's moving, I don't really see any reason to deposit more. I'll just let it grow, let it compound, and
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the better way.
Can you use any broker with it, Mike?
yeah. There's like certain ones that they recommend. So like I'm using the broker that I use is GBPJPY for the EA. That's one of like their recommended brokers. But yeah, it's kind of funny because like I used it in the past with another broker and I had like really bad results. But what I noticed is that the broker that I was using in the past, number one, it wasn't one that they recommended. But number two, like that broker only traded like 21 hours a day or 20 hours a day. So it had like a 3-hour time period where the indices were offline. And so I think that was like what was screwing up the EA, because I was talking to the developer and I was like, dude, like all these people are getting really good results. Like, what the hell? Why am I not? And he, you know, that's what he started asking me, and that's when he mentioned, you know, your broker only operates like 21 hours a day instead of 23-30 is like what most operate. So like they have like 30 minutes of indices being offline. But yeah, so ever since I swapped to the different broker, GBPJPY, which is, that's how that one is, 23 hours and 30 minutes a day is how much it operates. You know, that the results have been amazing. But yeah, so we'll see how it continues. So far so good.
Yeah, it's looking good, man. I think I might look at it. I'm still looking at seeing how you're getting on first, and then I think, how long have you had it? I want to see like a full year results from it.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. That's what I want to see too, because the other thing too is like it's so like situational, you know. Sometimes like news events and the economy, things like that are going to be completely different year to year, you know. So like really what you need to see is almost like a 4-year trend of it, because that way it goes through like presidential elections, you know, all this, like all types of stuff, you know. Whereas right now, like, you know, I've only had it since September 13th on this account, and it hasn't really gone through much. I mean, it's gone through CPI, ADP, NFP, things like that, which traditionally it's done really well during news events. Like it's done really good. But yesterday during CPI or whatever it was yesterday, I don't know what the news was, it did terrible. It lost like 11%, 12%.
Yeah, I suppose it's reading the candles rather than, yeah, when news comes out. It's volatile, isn't it? So.
Yeah, it has no idea about the news. Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy though, man. It's up 100%. I honestly never thought I would see that. It's up over 100% now. Damn. Let me see if I can find it. I need to bookmark this link. Oh, here it
Do you
is.
like purchasing online?
Say that again?
Do you purchase the EA online? Like the EA?
Yeah. It's through kind of like, it's honestly kind of like a MLM company. Like, I mean, it's not like, you know, really an MLM, but you get referrals like based on people you refer. That's how I found it. It's like, there's a guy that I follow. I don't know if you know, let me see. QB Stew. This guy here. If it pulls up. Yeah, so this is one of my buddies here, QB Stew, Jason Stewart, but he used it as well, and so he was posting a lot of it on his stories, on his Instagram stories, and I was seeing it from there, and so that's how I found it. But yeah, if you want to get it, you can come to MikePuglies.club, and then it's this right here, trade Forex using robots, and then it'll bring you to this company here, Avoya Prime, and then this is pretty much what you need.
Does it have to be done through parallels, like a bit like the simulator?
No, the simulator runs through Microsoft Remote Desktop. So you can see here VPS fee. So they give you a VPS, like that's included in the monthly fee. And then so basically like do you know what a VPS is?
No, I've heard of a VPN, but I don't know if it's...
Gotcha. So a VPN is like something that you log into for when you're using it, but a VPS will run even if you have it closed. So basically, like this is like a whole nother computer that's just like running all the time, and that's what allows the software to run all the time without having it open on my desktop, you know. Because if it was on Parallels, it would shut down every time we close Parallels, you know.
Yeah, got you. So do you have to keep your laptop on?
No. No, because it's running on the VPS, it runs whether my laptop is on or not. As long as I leave, like you can see like MT4 is open, you know, as long as you leave MT4 open, it's just gonna always run.
If you want it to stop, can you like stop it?
Yeah.
You want it to,
Yeah, so a lot of people like there's a chat for it, like there's like a Discord chat for it, and a lot of people like yesterday, like when the news, you know, before news, like the developers were posting, you know, reduce risk or turn it off, you know, like be cautious, you know. But to be honest, like me, I'm a cowboy with it. Like I never turn it off, I never reduce risk. I'm running it at the highest risk, you know, like I'm not using it to like fucking micromanage it, you know? Like I want to let it run, and if it profits, it profits, you know? If it doesn't, it doesn't, you know? So like to me it's like an employee, you know? Like I don't want to micromanage employees the same way I don't want to micromanage the damn auto trader. Like if I wanted to do that, I would just trade manually, you know what I mean? So I honestly don't pay attention to any of their messages when they're telling people to reduce risk or anything. But I mean, like I said in the past, like some of the news events have been like crazy results. Like it's performed its best during those news events. So I mean, to each their own.
I suppose if it goes in your favour, if the candles go in your favour, then it probably works out really well.
Yeah, yeah.
Like CPI yesterday, I think a lot of people were expecting it to go bearish, weren't they, on something like gold and on a few things, and then it went the other way.
Yeah, exactly.
I was also expecting a bearish move on CPI. That surprised me.
Me too. I was watching on my phone because I was at a work event, but I was thinking, oh man, if I had my buy stop, sell stops, I probably would have done my usual and profited off the news event.
I actually placed only a sell stop, but I was not sure to buy stop. When it spiked up, I just deleted my sell stop and sat on my hand and enjoyed that run.
Yeah, that's way, man. I'm gonna mute myself for a bit because I'm gonna eat my lunch.
Yeah, no problem. I'm actually gonna shut it down. We're a little bit past the time anyways, so I'm gonna continue on with the day, get to work. But yeah, I mean, for this, I mean, I honestly think I think GJ should continue. I mean, we're coming into late in the session though at this point, so I don't know. I wouldn't really execute on anything at this point, but
It's all done right now. It's all done.
yeah.
Sometimes you get some volume right towards the end. Wow.
Yeah, London close. London close has been bringing a lot of volume lately. So, I mean, I would look for the wick fill to happen. But if this 15-minute closes weak bullish, I think that would be best case scenario for people still trying to execute. Because then you can just anticipate price to respect the high and break the low and continue for the wick fill. And then also like 30-minute closing below this zone is going to be pretty key. Hourly too, we got hourly close as well. But yeah, I mean, that looks good, I think. Gold, yeah, gold's just ranging, honestly, kind of like I said from the beginning of the stream too. Kind of expected this just because of the USD bank holiday. But cool. I hope you guys have a good weekend, man. Thanks for hopping in. It was a fun session today. We caught that trade early, so it was good. Yeah, have a good weekend. Stay safe, and we'll do it again on Monday.
Yeah, you too, brother. Take care. Have a blessed weekend as well.
Thank you.
See you, Jake.